There is a dead body thrashing around and yelling. What do?
That's very... That's bad. All right. Cool. Things like this have happened before. I'm actually going to do...
I think she's yelling, "No, stop it! I don't like it." Like in the same sorts of things that like she says when you're touching her, but in a much much more upset.
Yeah. Okay. Okay. I don't. This is a great thing. So I'm like, I don't have spells. I only have like the specific ones that I've got. So I think actually what I am going to try to do here is I'm going to use my call ghosts or spirits for speech on her. As a like, you know, like get her attention, like focus her on what I'm saying rather than what else is happening. So yeah, I think I guess in this case the offering needs to be something that she
finds calming,
which I think I probably have learned by now, but let's say, I don't know, do you have any thoughts on that, or shall I make something up?
Dad's voice.
Okay. Okay. All right. Yeah, so I poke my head out of the tent. And again, I imagine that only myself and Raindrop can hear her.
That's a good question.
Because, like, the actual body is not doing anything. That's the weird thing about all of this. Like, we've seen her like this because we've always seen her through Sunan or Raindrop. But I think if the others looked at her, she would be a dead body.
Right, okay, cool.
But yeah, I poke my head out of the tent and I just kind of like call out quite loudly, Len Squid, can you come here, please?
He's like, yes, oh, sorry, I just, oh gosh, oh, well, that's on the ground now. And yeah, it comes, like rushes up and like is like dusting his hands off.
And then I think I also call to Raindrop, like as like Len Squid is dealing with like the things that he's dropped and like clambering over. I'm like, Raindrop, come here.
And
oh my god,
Leaden
it's the first time Sunan has ever asked for Raindrop's help with the magic before.
I know.
I think they have a little moment and they just like they go immediately to respond and then they stop and they like do a happy little like bird noise and like their feathers like floof up a bit and then they like
trill.
Yeah, and they trill a little and then they like, no, gotta be serious, Raindrop. And they like, yeah, pat their feathers down and then they reach into their pocket and pull out a thing. And I don't think we see it, and they go down. They go down and into the tent.
Iago looks through Squid's pack, by the way.
Nice.
Oh my god. So good.
Also, it's so annoying because I'm accidentally going to end up doing one of our previous Dharma prompts, which is anyway.
Which is what the secret one?
Like,
yeah.
Like, here, I'm here. Yeah. Help! Where did we? So someone's stolen some chips.
So I say I sort of like I do that little like gesture that's like calm, like take it down a notch. Like I just do a little like we're serious here, which is really hard to do while I can hear her yelling. Like I'm just sort of trying to pretend like this is a solemn, silent burial place. You know, please show the proper respect, etc. And I say to Leaden Squid, please will you go in? I'll be with you in a second. I need to ask Raindrop something.
He's like, yep, cool. Chips in here? Alright.
Yes. And then like I go over to Raindrop and I like lower my voice right down and I say, Raindrop, I'm going to ask Leaden Squid to help me with a practical task, but I need you to make him talk about his memories. Happy memories of him and Opere. Can you do that for me? thank you. And then like, yeah, I just like turn around and like walk back into the tent.
And I catch your sleeve as you turn around.
Mm-hmm.
And I reach into my sleeve, and I have the thing in my hand that we saw me like pull out of my sleeve before, and we actually get a proper close up on it now, and it is a pair of chopsticks.
Okay. I just like
that have like a little Hanzi like carved along the side, and they are like instruments for like touching chi and interacting with it.
Oh, okay. Do I know that? Do I just look at them and go like, why?
I mean, you are also a magician, so I'm inclined, and this is part of my like magician's accoutrement. So I'm inclined to think that like, yes, you do.
They are some kind of implement, but maybe I just don't know how they're used.
Yeah, and I say like, chi went into the tent, into her, your chi, Nephthys' chi, Iago's chi, and I just hand you the chopsticks. Without elaborating, but I think you get the impression that I'm saying like, in case you have to like, in case you have to take it out, like here you go.
Yeah, I kind of like look at them in my hand, and then I like nod, hand them back to you, and say, if we need to do that, you can do it.
I nod.
Yep. And then like.
And I go into the tent with you.
Cool. Yeah, so
I just like stand there by the door, just like waiting to see what I need to do next.
Yeah, so I ask Leaden Squid to do something, and I think it's like there is some really kind of practical task, and it doesn't actually need to be done by anyone specific. It's probably a thing that I could do on my own, but like. Traditionally, it is done by the family.
So like the
context is a little weird because it doesn't seem like it's a thing that's urgent. No, it's something to do with the body. It's like, you know. Yeah, cool. All right, it's brushing the hair. And so it's like, it's a little strange because it doesn't seem like an urgent thing. But I just, once I come in, I say, I like hand him like a comb that is like a sort of a ceremonial comb, and I say, please will you brush her hair? It's important that a family member does it. And then like there's sort of a pause where I kind of like realize that it's a really strange thing to ask, and I say, it has to be done tonight. It's the right number of days.
He's like, oh yes, of course, yes, definitely. And he's like, cool. Oh shit. And like picks up the comb that he dropped and. He's like,
I follow him over and perch and like hop up and perch on the thing the body is sitting on like I was earlier, but like next to her head and facing him.
For you, she's yelling and screaming and thrashing about.
Yeah, and I like nod at her like, hello again, it is me, I'm back.
She barely.
I am a bird.
She even notices you.
Yeah, no, totally. But I just give her that, like, I am a bird and I am here now, like, nod. And then I say to him, Leaden Squid, I would like to hear some memories of you and your daughter. Some happy memories. Because I don't really understand subtlety.
That's actually perfect.
I just say that to him and like look at him expectantly.
What is happening with Nephthys and Iago outside?
Yeah.
That is a good question.
Like, what do you like? What do you?
I think Nephthys is like dragging this creature's body out to the edge of the ice, and then she's
like leaving a smear of red in the dark, like on the dark blue of the ice in the night sky. Yeah, definitely. I think you need to roll body for that though, because you are an Naga.
Yeah. 9.
Yeah, you drag it out there, and but you don't kind of notice like, oh, I know what it is. You're like, I'm fine. Like everything's great. Like I'm not getting cold because I have this sick robe from my mate. You don't notice the sound of cracking ice, from the fact that like the coat exudes the warmth that is perfect for you, which is a lot. And so yeah, you walk out across the ice, and then yeah, you dump the body into the water, and the ice under you goes whoop, 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 and you like struggle to stay balanced, and you're like, what the heck? And you look back and you've drifted like 30 feet on this like section of ice.
However, let's establish a few things. I am a snake lady. I am a monk. Add those together, I can jump a long way.
Also, she would feel the vibrations of the ice cracking.
That is a valid point. I feel like the other two are slight. I feel like the monkiness and the snakiness are being like somewhat affected by the cold, which we've seen.
Well, my argument is that you wouldn't feel the ice cracking because of the numbness from against the skin.
Okay.
The established results of the roll that I'm now on a piece of ice that is 30 feet out from the rest.
Yeah. But
because
you can do good jumping.
Yes, I can do really good jumping. So Nephthys like notices that she's been like drifted out from the ice shore.
I think Iago's like chasing after you, trying to like call out, but like because you move so much faster than his little feet, is like he's like out of breath.
Yeah.
So I just coil up and like tense my whole body, and then I like what I imagine Nephthys has been doing the whole time she's been wearing this robe is not using it to keep her warm, but she's been like filling like an inner like reservoir of heat, because she's a monk and this is something she did in her monk training. They had to meditate for like 24 hours inside a freezing cave and get used to that and learn how to like regulate. While most Naga can't properly regulate their temperatures, like Nephthys has like this well that she can call upon. So she like tenses her whole body, and then like she just becomes incredibly like hot, and like anyone standing near her would like feel the body heat like emanating from her, and then she just like a coiled spring leaps from the chunk of ice in the water back to shore.
Roll body. If it were 15 feet, I wouldn't even question it. But because it's 30, which is twice your length, nailed it. Awesome. Jesus.
I'm done.
I'm out.
Double sixes.
Yep. Yeah, cool. You nearly knock over Iago as you land. But yeah, like, and Iago, and like the piece of ice behind you like goes floop, 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 and like flips over a couple of times from the like force of you jumping. But yeah, you land sprawled on the ice next to Iago.
And it's like a perfect landing as well. Like you shouldn't be able to do it on ice, but it's like pinpoint, staff down, another hand on the ice, 3-point superhero landing as a snake on ice.
3-point superhero landing as a snake. That's a 2-point landing.
Yes.
No. Both hands.
Both hands and the snake body. Sorry. Yes.
Yeah.
Yeah. Cool. Do you make your way back to the thing? I think at this point, you just feel really calm. Now that the body's in the water, you're just like very, very chill.
Yeah, and she just goes back to being like all slow and lethargic again, and like sneaks back over to the fire.
Yep.
Cool. All right. Inside, he's doing his best to calm her down. I think that Raindrop should roll heart to see how good he is at making this guy calm his daughter down accidentally.
How good they are.
How good they are. Thank you.
Heart is not. Ironically, it's my second best thing, but my
Just
luck with it is
careful.
not the best.
Yep, that's rough.
And I think this is the thing. I think Raindrop is getting, Raindrop is feeling threatened because other loud noise. Ash, correct me if I'm wrong. It's my understanding that, like, for a bird, that's normally a threat. Like the instinct is to respond with more loud noise, right? Like,
I think yes. The instinct,
it's a provocation, right? Like it's
not
a
necessarily-
provocation.
Yeah. You would want to make more noise in response.
Yeah, and so, like, one, there's that, and two, just like it's loud and unpleasant, and so also there's just like an anger response of like, yeah, like all my Garuda instincts are telling me to just scream back louder. Also, just like my personness is like, this loud is noise and loud and distressing. I'm sitting right next to it, and just like make it fucking stop. And so just like they're like really like angry and frustrated and like trying very hard to not just like do the Raindrop thing and just like have a tantrum and erupt. Like they're trying very hard not to do
roll a
that.
6 on cups. You try not to.
Yeah, and so like as a result, they're just like, they're really snappy. Like it's like they like ask, but it's like, yeah, it's like, I would like to hear about memories of your daughter, good memories, and the tone is very much of like, do what I fucking say right now.
You can see,
And they're like,
that like
not gritting their
this
teeth, but like,
this young woman has way too much yang in her right now. Like the spare yang from 2 people, or
Yeah.
like 3 people is too much for her, and she is having a bad time, and it is making you and you can feel that getting at you as well.
yeah, like it's bleeding and off into me.
And it's her,
yeah.
and it's because she's not controlling herself.
Yeah, and I think I turn and I look at Sunan, like not even paying attention to whether Lead and Squid is going to do what I quote unquote asked or not. I just turn and look at Sunan, and everything about my face just says like, fucking fix this or I will make it stop.
Yeah, so I kind of like, again, like Sunan is looking like annoyingly calm. Like that's probably more annoying.
It just makes me worse. I'm like, stop pretending that you're above this, you stupid unruffled Tautier. I know that you're annoyed. You're not fooling anyone. Make it fucking stop.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah, and all their feathers are like super like floofed up and like, yeah.
I'm trying to think, what do I do here? Well, I mean, have I successfully called her for speech? No.
Not yet. She hasn't got something to come.
Hasn't got the thing that she needs.
Do you want to roll a cups to kind of get a feel for other things that might calm her?
Yeah. Okay. Yeah, it's either because the other option is that I just like tell Raindrop to use the chopsticks, but I think like I judge the situation as like they're currently too angry and they won't do it carefully, and you know they will have trouble focusing because there's so much noise. So yeah, I don't think that's a thing that I suggest in this case. So heart, sorry, is what you want me to roll?
Sorry, yep.
Okay. Oh wow, no, I have no idea. That's the only thing I know about.
She's a fisherman's daughter. She probably likes fish or something like that.
No, I just don't know.
Sunan, secret
have no-
classist.
I think
She's one of the
No, I think-
proletariat. She probably likes peasant things.
I think the thing here actually is that I just realized, like, I have that moment of being like, that was the thing that I knew. I knew that one thing. Why is she not making sense? Like, he's here now. I've done the thing. So yeah, I think like that kind of Sunan's lack of like emotional complexity is really like messing with them in this scenario.
So she gets up and starts like throttling Raindrop.
which of course to anyone else just looks like Raindrop is just like being choked by
Sputtering and making tea kettle noises.
Yeah,
And, like,
yeah. It doesn't even
really
look like they're being
upset.
throttled. Just looks like they're having trouble breathing or something.
Yeah, okay.
Yeah, they're being angry and making whistling noises.
Yeah.
Oh, god damn it. What do I do here? Hang on. Let me just look. Let me consult my thing. I feel like I should have
The other
ways
two,
to...
you hear the sounds of a commotion of some kind.
Yeah.
Inside the tent now that you're back.
I think Iago starts running. Like, he just runs over.
You run. Sorry, where do you run?
First, like, he runs to the tent, like,
Yeah.
runs straight in.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, you see Iago. You see Raindrop like grasping at their throat as if they've got like something stuck in it.
Oh no. Their hands are not near their throat in that sense. They are doing a different thing.
Yeah.
They have the chopsticks, and they are grabbing the arm of the ghost with it and peeling it out of the arm that is currently throttling them.
Peeling the
like pulling the ghost arm out of the flesh arm, because
Right.
dead flesh doesn't move on its own.
Yeah, cool.
Right, like the fact that the ghost is being dumb and bullshit is the reason.
I thought we'd
bad.
established in the fiction that the body itself is not moving whatsoever.
Okay, this is the thing that I want to address with the way that I'm telling these stories. There are kind of two spaces. So, in the, like, well, there are two realities right now. For Sunan and Raindrop, the body is animated with the spirit in it because they are moving in that space.
And I feel like just to
There's no simplistic, like, all of the ideas of like separation of like body and soul and all these sorts of things are complicated.
I think actually though the answer here is like the only real difference between the two modes of like perception is the visual and the sound, because if someone else were being choked by the ghost, they would feel it like Raindrop is feeling it because of like ghost force. They just wouldn't see the body doing it.
Yes, true.
Whereas we are seeing the body and hearing the body, but it's otherwise exactly the same.
Yeah. And this is a thing with like, because we're exploring non-Western cultures, like, those sorts of things.
We're magical realisming this shit.
Yeah, inside, like, yeah, to a certain degree. Except, like, I'm not South American, so.
That's true. Or I knew, for that matter.
Yeah, exactly. So.
Actually, no. So let me.
Do you wanna roll your soul?
Yeah, I mean, before that though, I just want to like. I want to take a moment. I'm going to draw a tarot card. Because here's the thing. I'm like, Raindrop is angry, absolutely. Raindrop is scared, absolutely. Like, Raindrop is a lot of big quote unquote negative feelings right now. My question is Raindrop far enough into the tantrum space that they're just like make it stop, hurt something, like lash out, which, you know, they do, and they don't have magic as a tool to do it, like, quote unquote safely right now. Like, they're in a position where they might actually hurt someone. Or are they, like, do they have their shit together enough that instead they're just like, no, I'm just going to pull the yank. And, like, there's no mechanic in this game for that. Like, this isn't Pendragon.
No.
There's no, even in Powered by the Apocalypse games, like, it's pretty much an abuse of Defy Danger to use it to decide things like that.
Yeah.
Like, you can do it, but it's kind of bullshit to do it. So yeah, I'm just gonna make the cards decide.
Yeah,
because that's what this game is. Yeah, because that's what this game is about.
What is Iago doing?
The other thing you could do, Luke, is to look towards your current tarot card, your current bonds or things like that.
I Iago is going to look at Sunea and go, "How can I help?"
Oh, I know what I do. Ah, this is so good.
Okay, well, I want to know what Sunan says to Iago first.
Yeah.
It's a very good question. And I think like, yeah, when you say that, like Sunan also looks kind of like, oh God, how can you help? Okay, what are rogues all about? You're about murder?
And lying.
Oh, and lying.
Very specifically, I was very much a messenger and would convey different things to different criminal elements.
Yeah, so I think actually what Iago sees, is that Raindrop is like isn't using the chopsticks at all. Like the chopsticks are like lying on the table as they just like claw at like nothing around their throat, and they're just like looking with like backwards, dead into Iago's eyes and just mouthing like "Help me."
I really I want everyone to put on their story gamers hats and help me out here, because I feel like there is a really cool potential for reincorporation, because she is having a tantrum in the same way that she had a tantrum before, and the main problem she had last time was that people are bad because they lie, and lying is bad. And Iago, who's a fantastic liar, has just asked me how he can help, and I feel like there is something here, but I can't quite get what it is.
I mean, I don't know that there's a way to make her less angry.
Well,
I feel like there's a way to change the target.
There might be, though.
I feel like there's a way to change her target. Like, given the way that this, like, what has been presented to us of this character, I feel like it is, like, not true to the character as she has been described, and like the people she is like the experiences she is inspired by, to be like, yes, a single conversation magically overcomes that fixative thought.
No, of course not. No, that's not at all what I'm thinking would happen.
Well, her father's still in the room, isn't he?
Yeah.
I don't. It's possible, obviously, but I suspect, for a ghost who is so preoccupied with the question of who is telling the truth and who is lying, I suspect that the odds of us slipping a lie past her are very, very slim.
She's preoccupied with simplistic ideas of what makes someone good or bad. Lying is one of them, but she has a very simplistic view of morality.
Can't quite grab the thread. There's a thread. There's a cool thread, but I can't quite get it. Never mind. I mean, what is Leaden Squid doing in all of this? Because the assumption is he didn't answer Raindrop's questions. I don't really know why.
Oh no,
because I was a real dick about it.
I mean, yeah, he was, he was like listening to Raindrop and he's like, oh, okay, well, and like he doesn't connect to the really good memories, right? And he doesn't present it calmly. So he's like, now he's like drops the comb. I think he drops the comb and then he steps on it, because he's like that.
So clumsy.
And also, like, he's presumably he's like, I'm having a weird fit right now as well. Like, he's a little distracted.
Scared of that. And he's saying like, are they okay? Is this a magic thing?
Like, I totally do have a spell that looks like this. I just don't know what it is yet.
Okay, I feel like I need to draw a tarot card now.
Luke, do you want to draw a tarot card for Emily?
Yep, absolutely.
Yeah, draw me a
card. 6 of Cups.
In the meantime, Iago, what are you doing?
Memories and childhood.
Okay, alright.
Iago, what are you doing?
Yeah, Raindrop is mouthing for you to help.
Emily, I think you've heard him tell stories before. a actually, you know what? Yeah. Like I think.
No. Okay. I know.
You
I know what the
remember
answer
you
is.
how hard it was to get her to talk.
When like first talking. Okay. Okay. So yeah. So in answer to Iago, I say I like gesture to Leaden Squid, and I say Leaden Squid is feeling distressed. Please will you ask him to tell you? No. And I say like in a low voice to you, I'm like, do you remember that story he told about how Apere wouldn't talk when she was younger? Can you just... And I like sort of like gesture kind of like frustratedly, and I'm like, just make him be calm and talk about it. And so I'm just basically giving you the same instruction as Raindrop, just being like, just make him happy. And then I'm gonna move over to Raindrop, and I'm gonna try helping in a minute.
Before you move to Raindrop, Iago just says, "This is why we don't meddle with the dead so much."
Yeah, I just like frown at you, and I just like shake my head and kind of go and like move past you.
Yeah. Leaden Squid. I just say his name like to get his attention.
Yeah, and he's like, oh shit. Is he okay? I've broken the comb. It wasn't your comb, was it?
It was yours actually. Because like.
Yeah.
And like I gesture for him to like come down, like kneel down, and talk to me.
And like he keeps like looking to what's happening to bird friend.
What was your daughter like when she was first walking?
Yeah. And he's like, she was always. He was like, she was so fast on her feet. She barely crawled at all. She was straight to running and jumping and hitting her head on things.
I imagine that brought you great joy, and seeing her
I was sure she would be
her life.
I was sure she would be a great hunter. I knew it.
Did you ever take her out on your boat with you?
Yeah, and do you want to roll cups to see how we're going?
Yep, that's hard, right?
Yep.
Oh my god, that's my best thing. I just
Oh man.
tell me.
Fuck.
You guys are bad at this.
You know the irony here is like either Neftis is gonna have to come in and like do the same thing, or I'm gonna somehow have to try and be an emotional person with other emotional living human beings. I mean that does seem like the narrative arc, doesn't it?
Yeah.
So so here's the thing though, because like I think at this point Raindrop, I think Raindrop has officially like the straw has broken, right? Like the camel's back has broken.
No, I have something.
Okay.
So before, when Neftis was like right as Neftis was dragging off the body, I said I was searching through his pack, right?
Right. Yep.
And like I was just like looking for something just to kind of like take as like recompense. Yeah.
The knife.
I think I pull out like a little stuffed animal of hers.
I think you pull out a drawing with like these like poorly scrawled words of like "I love you, Papa."
I can't read.
Yeah, but like you can tell that it's.
I mean, you don't have to know that.
Yeah.
That's what it
like,
is.
We see that. Yeah, drawn in like charcoal or whatever. Because that's what I think he would keep. Because that's the thing yeah.
Tell me about this.
He's like, yeah, and he's so with your 4, you're not going to get him to do the thing you need.
Yeah.
But yeah, he starts talking about like,
how hard it was to teach her to write.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah, and how proud he was when she learned it. Yeah, to read, to write, to speak, all of those things she really struggled with.
Yeah. So as this heartwarming moment has gone on,
not really heartwarming.
I mean, yeah. Like the thing is that you just brought up the thing. You're like, first time you took her took her out on the boat, and he immediately like goes, first time I took her out on the boat. Last time I took her out on the boat where she drowned, right? Like,
yeah.
Like,
yeah.
I don't know. I liked the story about how she learned how to read. I thought that was a nice story. Anyway, yeah, Raindrop has officially flipped over from scared into angry.
Mm-hmm.
Like they've just boiled over,
Yep.
and I think I think they
turn black and they start crying. Sorry.
that was a different character.
Sorry.
Yeah, and I think they just start like making these noises, and it's no longer like this frustrated like kettle shrieking sound. It's like there was a lecturer in the great university who was famous for his temper. And he bought these beautiful he had these beautiful porcelain cats that he imported from the Court of Coins, and he would he kept them like everywhere in the classroom. He would like line them up, and whenever he got really, really upset, which was like quite often, he was very like hot-tempered and easily provoked man, he would like start smashing them. And if the rumor that always went around with the university was if a class ever provoked him into smashing all of them, everyone failed. He would just like blanket fail the entire class, because like if they could make him destroy all his precious things with their stupid bullshit and inability to learn, then they were clearly like not worthy of passing his class. He was a total jerk.
Did the different cats, like, were they in different like little outfits? Like,
no,
like
I think they were all like the Nekomata, like the waving cat.
Yeah,
they were like that kind of thing. And so I think they just start making the noise of those shattering. And his like incoherent yelling, and yeah, I think they just grabbed the chopsticks, and I don't think at this point like they stabbed them into the arm.
Cool, roll soul.
That is holding their throat, and this is going to go terribly because my soul is appalling. It's my worst. It's -3, everyone. Yeah, I am so good at this. Yep.
Cool.
Raindrop makes things better.
I love how this is snowballing. I love it.
Yep. It is a powered by the apocalypse game after all.
Yeah, we don't just all get to succeed all the time.
Cool. Good job, Snowball. You're trying to like get her like spirit to let go of your spirit, which
I don't even give a fuck. No, they're just lashing out. They just want to hurt her. At this point.
I know, but
like they don't care anymore. It's not about let go. It's about hurt the thing that is hurting me until it stops. Like they're in the animal part of their brain now. Like
I'm just trying to work out which of these like punishments I like, or what moves I like more.
Yeah.
Also, I feel like at this point, like, it has snowballed so much that our attempts to like get Leaden Squid to like talk about nice things have just resulted in him remembering that his daughter is like really dead and never coming back, and is just like crying because he doesn't realize that his daughter can hear him crying.
Yep, and that's making her more and more upset, more and more freaked out.
Yeah, Iago's about to do something. It's not
Luke, do you want to draw me a card and use it to tell me? So the question I need to know is, does Raindrop strike too hard or leave themselves exposed?
Yep, cool.
So I'm really curious to know, like, what is going on with Nefta sounds.
I know, right?
I have a wonderfully ambiguous answer for you, Ash. The High Priestess, which, depending on how you interpret it, could mean either.
Hooray!
because like it's all about psychic shit, which is an argument in favor of like hitting too hard, but it's also all about like solitude and contemplation.
It's exposing one's though.
Yeah, it could be either. Would you like me to draw another card to clarify?
No, I want to work out what that means.
Okay.
Jesus. All right.
Keywords here are mystery, non-action, and going within.
I think
one of them is going within.
Exposed.
Yep.
You're exposed.
Yep. Cool.
Cool. Great. Yeah, you stab these chopsticks into the arm, and all of this like chi that is like welling up and becoming like more and growing and becoming more yang as well as it's angrier and angrier.
Yeah.
Just pipes up, just vents straight up the chopsticks and into Raindrop.
Who is already the yangest motherfucker in the world.
Yeah.
How could this possibly? Yeah.
Do we have rules for spirit possession?
Nope.
Okay.
Do we have rules? No.
Off the edge of the map now.
Like it's probably like it's soul to resist. It would be like
roll soul to resist. Yep.
This is the thing that Nephthys is really good at.
Yeah, exactly, right?
Yeah.
I want to know if you stay in there when there's too much in there.
Nope.
Oh shit. All right. Cool. So this is great.
Yep.
I think we end the episode on Defiant Lone Raindrop, like going still and calm. The body is stopped moving, and then Defiant Lone Raindrop turns to Sunan, and with like an excited smile in their eyes says, "I have my own words now," in her voice.
Mm-hmm.
And then we hear, and I think it's the last thing we hear in the episode, is just like this like flaring crackle as the campfire just like erupts momentarily.
Yeah, it's your choice, Luke, whether you want to be a ghost now or continue being like sharing with her.
Yeah.
Heck.
I mean, I don't think it's a thing about a thing. I think it has to be the ghost option because and only because like the sharing situation is immediate. There's no way it can be long lived because the very first thing I would do is spend my first hold I got for spellcasting on a spell to banish spirits. Like there's no other like reasonable play I can make as the player of the character.
Right, yeah.
Like that would be their first move, and it is a thing that the mechanics of the game absolutely let them do.
Well, and
so
I
like
wouldn't stop that, right? Like I wouldn't stop that. That's why I'm giving you that option.
Yeah. Well, so
I don't want to know what the answer is now.
Yeah, let's
I
find
think
out
we should
later.
just
okay, that's fair.
find
That's
out
fair.
when we come into the next session.
Mm-hmm.
That's
that
fair.
sounds like a good
I
plan.
think that's more interesting.
Yep. So I think that's the end of the episode.
Cool. Yeah. I mean,
Cool.
we always end on failure.
Yeah.
So
Yep.
that's fantastic.
Because the thing is, like, if you guys had said like, "Whoops," like we accidentally like did away with their speed or like something went wrong, I would just drop the dead.
Oh God.
I was about to say like Nephthys comes in and just drops everyone.
Right?
Just
The problem
drops
with that is that,
everyone
like,
and dumps
dropping the
another
dead
body
girl
in the
doesn't
sea.
doesn't do anything. Like, so then it's Nephthys and a dead girl that is like grumping at you.
Oh my
All
God.
right, let's do some
Amazing.
Dharma, y'all.
Let's do Dharma. That was intense.
That was great.
All right, who wants to? Where am I? Dharma. Who
Yeah,
illustrated this
Page 26.
sign?
Yes.
Yes.
I was both anger and destruction.
Yes,
Yes, I think so. You flipped out. You. Yeah.
I flipped out, and also when they were like, "Hey, we should kill this sleeping creature," I was like, "Fuck yeah, kill it."
Yeah.
I don't give a fuck.
You're just like, yep, cool.
I love
Destruction,
like,
it's cool.
I was like, I should introduce a situation where we can have like a fight, and it's like, nah, that doesn't happen.
No, put it
Yeah, I was just like, "Nah, that's not how it works." Yeah. Or we could not have a fight. Have you
Ash, how
considered?
did you go with your sign?
I got an abstract one.
Mm-hmm.
Travel. Because I did a big jump.
Oh my god.
No, I don't think I did my sign this week.
Okay, that's cool. Did you illustrate the desires and drives of
Ooh,
your
hang on a minute.
class?
Hang on a minute. Hang on a minute.
What?
Ash, I think there might be. Give me a minute. I need to read exactly what Adam said, because I know within my memory of the tarot arcana shit, there's a possibility. So for my money, curiosity is also like 110% air.
Definitely.
And you were the one who like first spotted the weird spooky creature and was like, go and look at, see what it is.
Yeah.
I want to know what the
okay.
thing is.
And then
like you
went
were
down
curious.
And then you went down and checked down on the ice when you saw the 2nd one as well. Yep.
Yeah,
think-
like
yeah.
you were curious,
Okay.
and I feel like that is illustrating your sign.
Wicked.
So that's my argument.
I will take that.
Who illustrated the desires of their desires and drives of their class? Yeah, you did.
I definitely did that.
Yep, I did. Ghost shit.
Yeah. How'd you go, Yago? Raindrop.
I'm just thinking, like, what did I spend what spells did I cast this session? I'm just trying to remember.
The two Hearth and Home.
I made 2 things warm, and I made a thing fall asleep. I feel like when they went into the tent to have the conversation with her Perry the first time, I feel like that was some classic magician, like, it's a spooky thing. I want to go know what the spooky thing is. I'm gonna talk to the spooky ghost.
I also think it's interesting that we've now, this is the first time we've seen Raindrop reacting when they can't turn to magic.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah. Which I think is part of being a magician. Like, what do you do when you use all your spells?
Yeah, what do you do when you can't just magic your problems away? Yeah, no, totally. The answer is you're really bad at it.
Oh yeah, the answer is you die.
Yeah, exactly. It's just like fucking first edition D&D, kids.
Round of spells. Go make a new character.
Yep.
Cool. Who illustrated the patterns of their kin or culture?
Hell yes.
Yes.
Yeah, you did. Snake Lady's doing
The
a
whole
big
episode
gumbo.
was about Nephthys being a snake.
Yeah, exactly. I really enjoyed that. I really enjoyed like playing with the temperature thing, like the environmental thing. That's like some of the best environmental player I think I've got to GM.
I think I reincorporated a bunch of stuff. I don't know if I because like my reading of this prompt is like we need to have learned a new thing.
Yeah, I feel like that's that.
I mean, we learned that birds don't like loud noise, but I don't know that that was news to anyone. But like, I guess it applies to Garuda.
I mean, yeah, but what about your culture?
It's kin or culture. It's not an and.
That's what I'm saying. Did
Yes,
you illustrate
that's
your
what
culture?
we're saying. Like,
Culture.
Because you're specifically focusing on kin stuff.
Yeah, my culture is academic, and I think like
Yeah. Right.
like I think we hear about that a lot. I don't know that I ever like
No, I didn't think
illustrated
I didn't think it
super
got
hard.
illustrated this time. Yeah. That's right.
Yeah.
Cool. Right. People want to tell me how many of their tarot bonds they got?
Absolutely zero.
Really?
I think I hit all
I
3.
didn't do any of mine. You did.
I don't think I did any of mine.
I didn't.
I think I hit all 3.
No, I don't think you hit.
I mean, I asked you for help, and you couldn't help me. I showed you a way you were powerless. You can't deal with ghosts.
Ooh.
Like, I was choking. I was choking. I specifically asked you for help. You tried to fix it, and you repeatedly failed. And escalated the situation.
I don't think Iago felt like that
I don't
was
think he
being
understood the
part.
situation enough. Like,
Yeah, exactly. I don't think he
just
understood
making
enough.
noise. at me.
Yeah, I don't think it was like. I think you tried to communicate that and it didn't work.
Almost got all three. But yeah, I agree. I think in this case,
between, like,
I think in this case that would have had to be a slower scene.
Yeah, that last scene got pretty hectic.
Yeah.
All right.
Cool. All right. Well, then we are all good.
Yeah.
That was a pretty wild ride.
It was.
It
Thank
was
you.
a winter, not Wonderland.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Right?
Mm-hmm.
Feelings in the snow. Let's do some shout-outs. Emily, would you like to do some shout-outs?
Yes. Hi, I'm Emily. I am an artist and a filmmaker. I am currently taking commissions. If you would like a picture of a person, real or fictional, hit me up. I am doing a bunch of that stuff at the moment, and I like it very much. Also, soon, in the next couple of weeks, I am going to be starting a Patreon. So if that is a thing that you are interested in, watch this space and watch my Twitter, which is at Blackwall Says.
Cool. And Ashley.
Yeah, it's me. I'm Ashley Nova. You can find me here on Twitch, twitch.tv/Ashley Nova, where I play games and talk about RPG stuff and trans stuff. I have a show with Distracted Elf called The Transgender, which you should watch. It's on tomorrow. And you can find me on Twitter at Ashley_Nova_.
Yeah.
I'm not making a Patreon.
You're not.
Probably.
Todd, do you have a Patreon?
No.
Okay.
I have a stream going on tomorrow, though.
Yeah, you
Tell us more about that, please.
It's going to be a Pokemon Nuzlocke.
Yes.
Yeah, I'm trying to decide if I wanted to
Nice.
like an old school, like silver and gold, like on the Game Boy Color
Yes.
version, or leaf green, fire red. I'm thinking gold, silver.
do. Yeah,
Gold and silver were the first Pokemon games that I finished.
Mm-hmm.
So I'm not saying you should do that, but you should do that.
Okay.
They're my favorite ones.
Yeah, they are
Yeah.
mine as well.
Yeah. Pikachu
I
doesn't
think- well-
talk in them.
Heart Gold and Soul Silver are like better games.
Harder to emulate, though.
Yes, DS games are harder to emulate. Yes.
I have them, and they have an unfortunate glitch where sometimes when you enter and exit places, the Pokemon behind you causes the entire screen to glitch out, and all the characters on there to mess up, and you have to
Weird.
restart. Yeah, you have to restart the emulation.
That's
So that seems
wild.
to be the issue. Yeah.
Mm.
Pokemon Crystal was like such a big thing because it let you play as a girl, and I was like, I need to have it. Like, just
Yeah.
yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Think
I
I'm
wonder why.
Yeah, I don't know. It's weird.
Yeah, I think I'm gonna actually start with leaf green, just as like that's Kanto. It's the very
Yeah.
starting point.
Yep, that's a nice way to do it. Sounds good.
Yep.
Cool.
So that'll be sometime in the afternoon Pacific Standard Time. I'll have more information tomorrow on my Twitter, which is at Hawk_Oddly, and my Twitch is twitch.tv HawkOddly.
Cool. And Luke.
Hello, I am Luke. By day, I am a professional GM for children. By night, I am a game designer, and I am a cast member on wonderful shows, including this one. You can find me on Twitter at Wildwoods Games. If you would like to buy games I have written in the past, you can go get them at gamesfromthewildwood.itch.io. If you would like to see games I am working on at the moment, you can find them on patreon.com/gamesfromthewildwood for the low price of $1 a month. The next post that is going to go up there is my awesome Wizard of Earthsea inspired playbook for Dungeon World.
It's
Also,
real cool.
I released a game today. You
Yeah,
play
you did.
trees.
It's
You
It is
can
also
go-
real cool.
Yeah, you can go buy my weird tree game that John Harper was very puzzled about on my itch.io.
I feel like you should put that like on the cover. There should be
Yeah,
like,
I'll quote John's tweet on it.
yeah, exactly.
Definitely do that.
Yeah.
I need to go find that tweet again. Yeah,
Yeah.
I'm gonna do that.
Cool. All right. I'm Ash. I'm Ashton. That's me. I'm a Cegiak, ACEGIAK on Twitter, Twitch, YouTube, Tumblr, Instagram, and now also Patreon if you want to check out my game design stuff. You can get updates there. And see stuff that I'm working on as well before it is released. There's a couple of games where I've just been posting like the really raw version because I like releasing things out into the wild when they're still in development, but like the really raw versions where like patrons can be like, hey, how about if you did this instead? I'll be like, that's a very good point, strange internet person. So yeah, that's a thing. Otherwise, you can hang around here. On Wednesday, we will be having probably a cave date. If I know. What's up, Todd?
Don't we have Backup Street Shit Kids this week?
That is happening on Saturday morning Adelaide time. Which is so Wednesday is cave date, Saturday morning Adelaide time, which is like Friday night Pacific time.
Friday afternoon-ish.
Friday afternoon, Friday night-ish PM in the Pacific time zone is Backup Street Shit Kids, and I am so excited to get to play with that group again. Get to play In Which We Live and Breathe, which you can.
I feel like I love the fact that group, which was meant to be a one-shot and has so far only had one episode, has like twice as much fan art and fan-made music. I mean, yeah, than anything else that has like happened on this channel.
Real good.
Look, Emily, it's not my fault that my genius opossum shtick was so popular with the fans, okay?
I mean, it's true. It's true.
It's mostly popular with us, Luke.
We are also fans.
The fans are
Fucking, it's right there. It's right there in the principles.
Yeah.
Be a fan of the player's characters.
It's not in the principles of that game.
It's in the principles of all
The principles of Apocalypse World are the principles for life, Ash. Come on.
Legit. I'm the one that
be
wants
real
the
here.
Apocalypse World tat, so.
Exactly.
Then on Sunday we have Girl by Moonlight Toward Heaven in the Sunday AM, for Australia, the PM for Pacific, and then on Monday we'll be back here again for more Court of Swords. We're gonna go to the actual Court of Swords for autumn, which will be our second to last episode. So we're getting good at this game now, I feel like.
And just to send us off, I found it. Thank you, Todd. I found John Harper's response. Let me quote to you the promotional tweet by John Harper for my Weird Tree game. That sounds bananas, but hell yeah, rock on.
I like his earlier response. They're pretty.
Yeah, right. I'm like, John, how do you feel about trees? He's like, they're pretty? What are you trying to lead me into here?
So good.
All right. On that
I'm
note,
gonna put that on the cover now.
Yeah. On that note, thank you for all being bananas. Continue to rock on, and we will see you later. Bye.